the Attack on Titan anime adapt either of the two manga endings or come up with an original? This article contains major spoilers for the Attack on Titan manga. The final chapter of the Attack on Titan manga, which was released as far back as April 2021, signaled the conclusion of an era. Over a nearly 12-year run with few, if any, breaks, Hajime Izuyama's epic dark fantasy title had kindled an overwhelming flood of emotions in the minds of its readers. Fear, anger, joy, pain, love, hatred, resolve, loyalty, compassion, daring, and above all, the unyielding will to fight on. These were the defining themes in a story that had stirred hearts for years and will likely continue to do so in the times to come. However, even with all the plaudits it received throughout its publication, Attack on Titan's concluding arc, and its finale in particular, was burdened with mixed reactions. Many even veered towards the negative end of the spectrum due to the seemingly rushed and unsatisfactory manner in which long-running plot threads had been tied up. In response, Izuyama released an extended version of the ending in the manga's final volume, which added more depth to the story, in spite of its similarities to the original ending. Sadly, this was not enough to appease many die-hard fans of the franchise who felt hard done by with the jarring tonal shifts and irregular pacing of the final chapters. Now, as the concluding segment of the Attack on Titan anime's final season airs as one of the most anticipated anime of 2023, there has been much speculation on which of the two versions will be adapted for screen. Although there is little left to cover from the original manga, many theories surround three potential courses for the story to reach its resolution. Besides the first two versions shown in the manga, there is also the slim possibility of a potential anime original ending. Even if the likelihood of this last path is minute at best, it is worth delving into each of the three to ascertain how examining them could benefit the story as a whole, and maybe even give the series the send-off it truly deserves. Original ending. Eren Yeager in the Attack on Titan manga. Titled Toward the Tree on That Hill, the concluding chapter of the Attack on Titan manga continues Eren's conversation with Armin in the pads after the former's death at the hands of Mikasa. As the two travel throughout the various landscapes they dreamed of during their youth, such as those covered in lava and snow, Eren explains the reasons behind his actions to Armin. From his decision to wipe out the majority of humanity outside the walls to his treatment of Armin and Mikasa, and finally the ramifications of wielding the founding Titan power. Eren dives into every detail behind the choices that led the two of them to the present moment. Eventually, confessing his true romantic feelings for Mikasa, Eren breaks down in fear of his impending demise, only for Armin to console him and offer assurance that he would do whatever he could to save him. Sadly, Eren, who is all too well aware of the unforgivable nature of the atrocities he has committed, embraces his friend for the last time and reiterates his trust in Armin to do what is best for humanity. Back in the real world, the power of the Titans has been erased, and all pure Titans and shifters revert to their original human form. Mikasa approaches Armin with the remains of Eren's head, resolving to give him a proper burial on Paradis Island before fleeing the scene. After a short standoff between the escaping Eldians and Marlians, Armin manages to broker a truce and earn the trust of both sides. Happy reunions between the main cast and their families ensue, as Levi looks on to see the spirits of all his fallen comrades. 3 years later, after the climactic confrontation which came to be known as the Battle of Heaven and Earth, the remaining members of the Scouts are engaged in discussion aboard an envoy vessel to Paradis in order to hold diplomatic talks and broker peace on behalf of the rest of the world. In the wake of the battle, the Ydrist faction had built up the island's military might in fear of retaliation, and Armin's delegation is a last-ditch effort to prevent any further bloodshed, something he feels particularly strongly about to make sure that his best friend's sacrifice was not in vain. Mikasa, who remained on Paradis, sits next to the tree where Eren once slept. Thanks for watching. We have to wait for now, but I think we are gonna see some magic at the end of the anime, or I hope. Bye-bye.